That your life isn't hurt, but she's love, but she's too.
I still wish people would move things. Oh, Mother! Taking that wretched work basket. Probably Granny. Calm down. You can't hold me here for ages yet. Honestly, this has been the worst morning of my life. It's only a bit of stitching at the back of the dress. Oh, not that. It's what you told me in the bedroom that really upset me. You mean that Nicholas and I have been to bed together? Yes. Well, why did you ask? Because I thought you'd say you hadn't. What does it matter? Well, there won't be much mystery tonight. Never mind, I'd rather a good thriller than a mystery any time. Oh, go and look in the dining room. And whatever you do, don't disillusion your father. As far as he's concerned, you're still his little girl. Poor old Pop. If he thought that you weren't still well, that you and Nicholas had... Well, I'm sure he'd have a seizure. It's all he can do to cope with his business worries, his weight and his heart murmurs. Is it there? Afraid not. Oh. You can't tell me you and Daddy didn't indulge in some heavy napping before you married. Yes, but no more than that. Plus it's in the study. Your father had very fixed views on sex. Said it was like riding a bicycle. No wonder you've got problems. What did? Go on, what did he mean? Oh, I forget now. Something about not trying to ride until you bought your bike. Will you tell him that Nicholas and I have had some practice so we won't fall off tonight? Come on, let's get this dress on. Is he back yet, do you know? Daddy? No, I haven't seen him. Oh, we went for those bouquets ages ago. It's only just round the corner. He just forgot. Typical of your father. Leave everything to me, he says. I'll get my secretary to order them all. And some sent here and some to the bridesmaids. Don't plan. I haven't brought it up at breakfast. We've been pillaging all those little pots on the graves. He's been working flat out lately. The advertising business is enough to drive anyone crazy. Getting so absent-minded, I shouldn't be surprised if he'd gone to the office instead of a florist. I don't know. A church wedding, a choir, 400 guests, a huge marquee in the gardens. Honestly, Nicholas and I would have settled for a registry office if your father knew what the pair of you had been up to had you married at sea.
Anyone got a free hand?
In a minute, Grandad!
Who's this damn stud?
Can't you see we're busy?
I couldn't see you at all, actually.
Oh, I'll see to you in a minute. Honestly, you spend a fortune on a dress and the hook and eye comes off in your hand.
Well, it looks very pretty to me. Must say, you look nice and pictured, Judy.
Thank you.
Damn lucky fella, that Roger.
Nicholas.
Oh, yes, of course. I don't know what the picture's going to say about your hairdo, though.
Grandad.
Oh, lots of activity down in the garden this morning.
It's the caterers from the Savoy.
Oh, very smart. I thought they were all guests. I've been giving them champagne.
Never mind. It's Tim back in for the flowers, you know.
What flowers?
Well, bouquets for the bridesmaids and buttonholes for you men.
Oh, I don't think I can cope with the buttonhole as well as a collar stud.
Tim makes us late this morning. He won't. Haven't you finished yet? No, darling. Keep still.
Anyone see Timothy this morning?
That's what I just asked you.
Oh, did you? When?
Just now.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure.
Oh, I don't think you did.
I said it's back yet for the flowers.
Did you?
Yes.
What did I reply?
Never mind.
Oh, that's very rude of me. Actually, I wanted to ask you about these black socks.
What's wrong with them? You're not wearing any.
Well, I know that. Daphne forgot to pack them. Timothy kindly offered to pop out this morning and buy me a pair.
You shouldn't have bothered Daddy this morning.
I never forget the time I was best man at Fatty Barnes for this wedding. Wait a minute, was that his name or when he lived?
Oh, couldn't Mother help you?
Oh, no, I don't think she ever met him. No, she's in a bigger pickle than I am, trying to get into her armour.
Did you sleep all right?
Oh, yes, thanks. Always sleep well in someone else's bed. Always did. Used to worry her, Granny. She'll be glad to get back to Bournemouth, I expect. 2 nights away from home, just about her limit these days.
There, now hurry up, darling. Not too much lacquer on your hair, no. I'll be able to help you with the veil a bit later on, okay? And if I were you, I'd rub off some of that mascara. It'll only run when you cry. Oh, Mummy, I'm not going to cry. Of course you will, darling. We're all going to cry.
Quite right. You've got to observe the rituals on these occasions. Pride weddings and laugh funerals. You've got something borrowed and something blue.
Yes, Mummy's lent me her wedding veil and I've got a blue hanky.
Good. So you're all set for when Nigel takes you down the aisle.
Nicholas.
Nicholas, never heard of that custom.
Oh, Grandad.
Putting too much damp starch in these things.
Can't take the laundry, you're putting on a weight. Oh, I'll sit out for you.
Hello there. Mr. Westerby, no, he isn't. No, can I help? That's right. He won't be in his office this morning. His daughter's getting married.
Who is it?
Business call for Timothy.
Oh, ask them to ring the agency in the morning, will you?
Would you ring the agency in the morning, please?
And his name?
And his name's Timothy Westerby.
His name?
Who's that speaking, please? Mr. Barrington, brass.
Who?
Well, that's what he said. Perhaps I better check. Would you mind repeating that, please? Mr. Barrington of Perkins Brass.
Hello, Mr. Barrington. Ursula Westerby speaking. I'll tell my husband you phoned. Yes, I realise it's important. Tim's been working on the campaign day and night. Surely it can wait until tomorrow. His daughter is getting married. Yes, all right, I know. Time's money, I'm sure you're right. I can't see that another 24 hours is going to make your bra firm go bust. Broke. Yes, well, very well. I'll see if Tim can ring you somehow. Don't be surprised if you hear a vicar droning away in the background. Astonishing, isn't it? Everything in the advertising world is a matter of life and death.
Yes, well, being a doctor, I never really had that problem. What are you going to do now you've got Judy off your hands?
Retire.
Retire?
Oh, gracefully, of course. I shall begin with a few weeks in bed.
What about Tim?
Tim?
Yes, you know, chap who gives you the housekeeping every week.
Judy's going won't make any difference to him. He's too wrapped up in the business.
Oh, damn shame.
It'll be at least a week before he realizes that Judy's left. I'm in bed and he's having breakfast by himself.
Gerald? Where are you?
Is it here, Mother?
Oh, Gerald, what on earth are you doing?
We're fixing his collar, Mother. It's all right.
You're supposed to be helping me
What?
with my undergarment,
What?
with my girdle.
Oh, yes. You hear a loud twang in church. Get tossed up between my collar and her corset.
Gerald. Oh, have you got a pin, Ursula, dear? I shall need one for my spread.
Hey, we haven't even got the flowers yet.
Timothy not back yet?
He will be, don't fuss.
Oh, really, Ursula. Do hurry up with that stuff, Gerald, or you'll make us late for St. Barnabas.
St. where?
The church.
This collar.
Oh, never mind a collar. What you need's a lead. Have you spoken to them since they arrived?
Not yet.
I bet the Babcocks will be there on time, too, and they're coming all the way from Sydney.
Sydney, who's he?
Oh, bridegroom's parents from Australia. And you haven't spoken to them?
Yes, they went to you a little late last night. Tim booked them into carriages.
Oh, did he? Well, let us say we made a better job of that than he's done of ordering the flowers. Have you checked with Mrs. Babcock?
What?
Oh, what she intends to wear.
It's very difficult to check with someone you don't know and is halfway across the world.
Well, you don't want to clash, that's all. Hope she's not wearing cerise.
There's so many more important things to think about anyway. Choir, music, 400 guests, reception.
What you need, what you and Tim need is a good holiday to some romantic spot. A sort of second honeymoon.
Oh, I think our romantic days are over.
Can't be.
We've married over 20 years.
Your mother and I have been married over 40 years, and we still...
Gerald.
Well, that's what we did when you got married, didn't we, Daphne?
Yes, dear.
Yes, I got a locum in to look after the practice. Nice chap, doctor somebody or other. Under moustache and bright ginger hair. Was that his wife?
Dr. Corners.
Oh, yes. Yes, you got married and your mother and I decided to go on a second honeymoon. We had 2 marvellous weeks in Monte Carlo. Sailing, swimming, gambling, out of this world.
Oh, you got your holidays next year. When else you'll have got married away on a cruise round the Canary Islands?
Oh, did we?
Yes, I wasn't even with you on the Monte Carlo one. You went by yourself.
Oh, no wonder I enjoyed it so much. No answer to that.
No, take him away, Mother.
Take him away. Put him away.
0343. No, he isn't. Could you ring him at the office tomorrow? Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Babcock. How are you? Welcome to London. Haven't we chosen a gorgeous day for it? I'm sure your Nicholas is as nervous as our Judy. He's such a dear boy and we're so terribly fond of him. And he's told us all about you and Mrs. Babcock. Now, what was the plane journey like? Bloody what? Awful. Oh dear. Well, if you will live in Australia. Nothing. I'm sure it's a beautiful country. Anyway, you're here now and safely settled at Claridge's. You're not at Claridge's. But I understood that Timothy had booked you in. I'm terribly sorry. Where did you end up? Oh, well, I'm sure some parts of Notting Hill Gate are very attractive. Not where you are. No.
Hello, darling. Sorry I'm late. Listen, I've had to go to the office. I've had this thing made up. I've had the most fabulous idea.
Mr. Babcock.
Oh, heavens. Here, hold this. Yes. And this. Thank you, darling. Now, I've gone right off the idea of the girl wearing no bra, and I'll tell you why.
Darling, it's Mr. Barrington.
It's all very well in the magazines, but bare boobs on the telly can be very dicey, can't they?
Timothy, it's Mr. Babcock.
My main concern here is the image of your brassiere, and I've decided to go for the 1920s look.
It's Mr. Babcock.
I know, managing director from Perkins Brass.
No, Rywood's father from Sydney, Australia.
Oh my God. Sorry about that, Bluey. Now, what can I do for you on this beautiful day, Mr. Babcock? Flowers, they're at Claridge's. You're not. Well, where are you? The what hotel? Where? Well, where did that come about? Right, bloody cock up, yes. I'm most terribly sorry. You'll be thinking your son's father-in-law's a bit of an idiot. Yes, we'll have to put in a taxi and send straight out to the church. Good on you, cobblers. I don't know. Some people seem able to cope.
Oh, never mind, darling. It's not important.
He'll never forgive us. 12,000 miles he's come for his son's society wedding, and thanks to me, he's hauled up by the goods depot of Paddington Station.
Have a little drink. It'll settle your nerves.
Yes. No, better not. It's time for my pills.
Are these the pepper-uppers or the calmer-downers?
Oh, I think these are the keeper-downers.
Darling, you must learn to relax.
Relax! With all this going on. And have you seen the garden? Oi! You! Yes, you! Don't do that in the geraniums, please! What? Oh, it's the gardener finishing watering. And do you know what the stupid catering manager's done now?
I don't know why you let him upset you so much.
I specifically asked for that nice cheap Danish caviar at £1 a pot. And what's he got down there? 2 tons of the Russian stuff at 10 quid an ounce.
Father's right, we need a long holiday.
By the time I finish paying for this wedding, we'll be lucky if we can afford a day trip to Brighton.
Surely we can manage a fortnight somewhere.
Oh, if only I could afford the time, darling. It would be lovely.
It could be a sort of second honeymoon. Oh, darling, wouldn't it be marvellous?
Yes, it would. If only I could remember what I did on the first one.
You do need a break.
Yes, I suppose
Surely Bill can manage without you somehow.
Yes, I suppose I have been getting a little, you know, lately.
You're not getting neurotic about your health again?
No, not exactly. No, the pills seem to be integrating quite nicely. No, I'm fine. It's this Perkins bra campaign. It does mean such a lot to the firm. Now, tell me, what do you think about this?
You mean apart from giving me an inferiority complex?
Yes. No! I mean, wouldn't that make you want to rush out and buy a Perkins bra?
Oh, I don't know, darling. Let's put it to the vote of St. Barnabas, shall we?
Morning, Ursula, my darling. Got the bride. We'll have the steams on to look lovelier than you.
Thank you, Bill.
Hi, partner.
Morning.
I picked this up from your catering fellow downstairs. Couldn't you do better than that?
I beg your pardon?
Still, this cheap Danish caviar's not bad. You can hardly tell it from the real thing.
That is the real thing. And there goes another 10 quid's worth in one gulp.
You're not bothering to shave?
Oh, I had to go to the office. It's been another one of those mornings.
What morning?
One of those mornings you'd know nothing about, Bill. How many of the clients have rung you at home today?
None. If they ring me at home, I just say I'm in the middle of seducing my secretary.
Well, that wouldn't surprise me.
They don't ring me at the flat after that, I can tell you.
They're not too keen to ring him at the office either.
This seems most unfair. I thought you two were supposed to be equal partners.
So we are. But I'm strictly an 11 till 3 man.
And that's just his lunch hour.
You haven't had Perkins bra this morning, have you?
No, they don't carry my size.
Well, they're not worried about badgering my Timothy on his daughter's wedding day.
Perkins bras?
Come on, old thing, don't get yourself in a state. Leave the nervous breakdowns to Timothy.
Oh, you didn't say Perkins had rung, did you?
Yes.
Bill, listen, we've got to do something with this campaign. Otherwise we'll lose the account.
Don't worry about it today.
I have what I think is a fabulous idea. Just take a look.
Look, why don't you have a glass of bubbly?
No, I can't. It doesn't go with the pills.
Oh, please yourself. Cheers.
Cheers.
Now, I think the way to sell Perkins bras is to use
There's
this.
not such a thing as a pair of pliers.
We don't want any handiwork done today, thank you.
No, it's a mother's corset. We still can't get rid of it.
I'll see to her when I've done duty. Bill, will you see that Tim gets changed?
I say you make a lovely couple, don't you?
You see the beauty of the 1920s, girls? That's when the bra was first introduced. I know I'm onto something, Bill. Can't you just picture the Perkins girl with the short hair, the feather, the frilly skirt, Cupid's bow mouth, the beads, lot?
I suppose a 1920s flapper might be an idea.
Did you say flapper?
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Flapper. Perkins takes the flop out of flappers. I'll ring them right away.
Ring who?
Perkins.
Listen, you've got to be dressed in half an hour. You and the bride are leaving for St. Barnabas.
But if I get dressed quickly, perhaps we can call at Perkins' office is on the way. My Perkins flapper. It's terrific.
But the Perkins offices are in Regent Street.
That's only a little detour.
Detour?
And we'll have a driver. So parking won't be a problem. Socks!
I beg your pardon.
I've just remembered. I was supposed to buy Gerald a pair of socks on my way to the florist.
Oh, that's not important.
And the flowers.
They're here. Relax.
No, they're ours. I've got to get them to Mr. and Mrs. Babcock at Claridge's.
Calm down.
No, wait. They're not at Claridge's. I've forgotten to book them in.
Well, where are they staying?
I've forgotten that as well. I know. I'll ring Claridge's and ask. No, first I'll ring Perkins and ask to speak to that Mr. Oh, what's his name? Compton, Proudman,
Barrington.
That's him. And tell him I'll pick him up in Regent Street.
Pick him up.
Yes, then in the car on the way to the church, I can explain about Perkins taking the flop out of flappers.
Oh, that's...
It's a fantastic idea, Bill. I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't turn out to be bigger than the Bristow kids. I can see her now. On all the magazines, on all the hoardings, up and down the escalators. And if we get her on television, we can actually have her singing and dancing. Oh, won't you, Perkins, with me?
Oh, now, Timothy.
Fix your B-U-S-T. Oh, won't you, Perkins, with me?
Any news of my socks?
That is Timothy. I think the excitement's been too much for him. You all right, old man?
Oh, lovely.
He's lovely.
Head between the knees, that helps.
Look here, get some coal flannels.
Flannels, grey or white?
Either doesn't matter.
Right. Get past him about my socks, will you?
No. Come on, Tim. Up you get. Pills or no pills, I'll get you a brandy. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm all right.
Oh, good. Now, I fully expected to be given the job of looking after your bride, and probably the bride's mother, and possibly the bride. But I hadn't expected the permanent bride to have to stand alone with me. I suggest you stop worrying about Daryl's socks, Babcock's flowers, and Perkins' bride, and just you concentrate on getting yourself ready for church. There you are.
No, thank you. Bill, how long has she been there?
Huh?
The young lady.
Young lady?
Yes, the one over there with the short hair and the pretty skirt and beads. You know, the girl.
What girl?
I beg your pardon. I said, what girl? That's what I thought you said. What do you mean, what girl?
Just what I say, what girl?
The one over there with the short hair and the beads and the frilly. My Perkins flapper.
Perkins Flapper?
Now come on, Bill. Stop being funny.
Me?
What did you not messing about? What did you do that for? Do what for?
You just wait.
Of course I did.
You're doing it again.
Yes, I know I am.
Are you pulling my leg?
Oh, no. Squeezing her arm.
Don't Tim, don't be gag. There's not a lot of time.
Very funny, Bill. Just explain how you managed to sneak the young lady in.
Never take a joke too far.
That'll do, Bill. You'll have to excuse my friend.
Look, it's a little bump on the head you've had.
I'm sorry,
And so am I. You're beginning to worry me, Timothy. I mean, if you're not joking, it's very disturbing. So admit that you've been kidding and say no more about it.
Will you stop that?
No, I won't.
I was talking to her.
No, if you carry on like this, I'll get Ursula.
Oh, no, please.
Well, then pull yourself together.
Will you stop bouncing up and down?
I'm not bouncing up and down.
Not you. Would you mind waiting in here a moment?
Yes, I would. I'm warning you, I'll get Ursula.
Oh, you can't see her. Of course you can see her.
I can't.
But she's dancing all around you.
What's she doing at Charleston?
You can see her.
Right, that does it.
What a simply spiffing lark!
No, it isn't. This is another one of his damn silly jokes. I suppose you and he have dreamt this up between you.
No.
Then where have you come from?
Don't know.
You're not from market research, are you?
What's that?
Now, come on. Somebody must have sent you here to be my Perkins flapper.
Perkins flapper?
Well, why are you all dressed up like that?
Don't know. The black bottom, the new twister, it sure got 'em. Oh no, sister, I clap their hands and do the raggedy trot. Boo-boo, hot!
Thank you, Miss Perkins. Would you contact our agents next week?
The black bottom, the new twister.
Will you stop that? I don't know what you think you're up to.
Oh, love that stern look.
Oh, who sent you here?
Neither do I, isn't it simply spiffing?
No, it isn't. You've chosen a very busy day, Miss Perkins. I mean, Miss... What is your name?
Golly, I don't know.
You don't know.
No, what's yours?
That's neither here nor there.
No, don't tell me, let me guess. George.
George?
No? Jack. Ralph?
Timothy.
Oh, I adore that.
It's quite ordinary, really.
It's beautiful.
Timothy Westerby.
Oh,
I can't take a lot of the credit for it.
Timothy Westerby.
Actually, I have a middle name as well.
I bet it's not as super as Timothy.
No, it isn't. It's Royston.
Oh, delicious! Timothy Royston Westerby. How do you do, Timothy?
How do you do, Miss Perkins?
Hello, Phil. I got your flannels. Sorry I could only get white. Have you got my socks? I said, have you got my socks?
Hey, he can't see me.
Oh, we'll have you, old man.
Bring your old fruit.
Have you?
He can't hear me either.
Well, I still need a pair of socks.
Yes, you do.
And you definitely didn't get them.
No, I got something else instead.
Dark blue?
I didn't get socks at all, actually.
Well, you've got a stiff neck or something.
Spiffing fun.
No, it's terrible.
Oh, I'm sorry. You must be sitting in a draft or something.
Gerald, excuse me.
Certainly.
What is it when a chap keeps seeing a girl that no one else knows about?
Adultery.
No, suppose he keeps talking to somebody who apparently isn't there. What's that?
Insanity.
Insanity! Now, Gerald, what can you see over there?
Chair, you mean?
No, just in front of the chair. Can't you see anything, you know, waving?
Is this got anything to do with my socks?
Oh, Lord! I'm not going to let you ruin my daughter's wedding day.
Damn it, all I want is a pair of black socks.
A minute!
Well, that's an extraordinary thing to do. Well, I've never seen a fellow do a thing like that before.
Like what?
I don't know if I could... No, this sort of thing.
Yes, I did.
What, is semaphore?
No, I opened the door to let some fresh air in.
Oh, fresh air. What was this? Oh, this there.
That was circulating it.
Oh,
Now come out of there, Miss Perkins, or what have you done, silly name? Oh,
You can't see.
Miss Perkins, will you please stop and behave yourself? I have a wedding to go to. Miss Perkins, please behave yourself. Oh my God!
Timothy, come back. What on earth are you doing?
Loosening up this new pair of trousers. Tell me, did you see anything when you came in just now?
Oh, I most certainly did.
Oh, good. I thought too. Bill was playing one of his damn silly jokes. And he's got Gerald in on it too. What did you see?
Oh, just you being stupid as usual.
Oh, Lily! Oh my God!
Oh, Timothy, you're not even dressed yet.
Well, no, I had to get the flappers from the florist.
What?
I mean, the flowers.
Flowers, oh good. Have you got my spray there?
Yes. Take your pick.
Oh, this is nice.
Yes, that's the bride.
Oh.
That's the bride's mother's.
Oh,
Yours is up this end of the box with the other guests.
guess. Thank you.
Well, I'm sorry, Daphne, but it's all they could do at such short notice. Do what Percy Thrower says. Talk to it.
I'll talk to you in a minute.
Will you be good enough to dish the rest of those out?
I came in here for the work basket.
The work basket? Yes. What a good idea. It'll give you something to do, won't it? These church services can drag on a bit, can't they? And don't worry about that. It'll be all right when it's had a drink.
Ah, a double brandy at the very least.
Yes, well, see you later then. Yes, have to keep it moving, otherwise it settles in the corners.
actually, I was quite wrong. Daphne did pack me some socks. What do you think of these?
No, I don't think so, Gerald. Not with the morning suit.
Oh, perhaps you're right.
Timothy, do you realize the cars will be here in half an hour?
Yes, all right, don't worry, I'll be ready. How's how's...
Judy?
Yes, that's the one. How is she?
She's all right. How are you?
I'm spiffing! Spiffing!
Spiffing?
I mean, fine.
Are you sure, dear? Bill said you've been behaving very strangely.
That's nonsense.
Carpet, you were jabbering away to yourself, opening and shutting doors.
I was doing no such thing.
I promise you, actually, it was...
Look, grief, there's another one at it. Come to tic-tac, man.
You thought they managed as well, have you?
Yes, just now by the study door.
Told you, he walked straight over to the study door, opened it, and said, "Get out!"
Darling, there's no need to shout.
Well, I wasn't shouting. I simply said, get out.
But you said it's a bill.
Did I? Well, quite right, too. He's always coming into my house, opening and closing all my doors, and I won't have it.
Timothy.
And I want him to get out.
Charlie?
But Bill's our oldest friend.
Yes, and I'm fed up with him. 20 years he's been wandering around here, pinching my whiskey and your bottom.
Timothy!
Shit! Don't you deny it.
Oh, I love that stern look.
Do you really? I didn't say anything.
I think perhaps we'll put him to bed.
Not Judy's wedding morning.
Well, just a quick lay down.
That sounds fun.
No, it doesn't. I mean, we can't.
We?
Yes, darling, we, you and I. It's our daughter's honeymoon, not ours.
Timothy, darling.
Whatever would Judy say? She'd think we're a shocking pair.
To any pair will do as long as they're dark.
Father, will you please go and look through Timothy's drawers?
It was socks I wanted, really.
Now, if you've all stopped messing about, I'm going up to get changed.
I'll come and help you.
No! You don't have to help me. I don't want any help.
Right, all right.
I don't need any help. I'm going up there by myself, and you're not to follow me. And you're not to follow me. I'll come back when I'm dressed.
I'll be waiting.
Very well.
Just Timothy and me. And what? We make drinks. We're happy in my blue heaven.
Will you stop that?
Go on then.
Yes. Yes, I will.
Go on.
Up again.
On second thoughts, I'll get changed down here.
In the drawing room.
Yes, it's safer, and I don't want you two to watch.
I think he's cracking up.
You wouldn't dare.
Just fetch my clothes and then stay out.
Don't you speak to me like that. You've chosen a fine day to start being master.
You don't like my stern look, do you?
I do.
Yes, I know you do. But you don't.
He's flipped.
I'm what?
He hasn't been the same since he had that bang on the head.
Bang on the head, darling, you never told.
Just fetch my clothes
All right.
and take the front and bottom pincher of Putney with you.
Oh, come on, Bill.
Will you please go?
We are going.
Will you please go?
Where to?
Where you came from?
Well, where's that?
Well, I don't know. You've got me at it now. All I know is you can't stay here. I've got to be at the church for my daughter's wedding in 45 minutes.
Sounds gorgeous. I'll come too.
That's not a good idea.
Oh, they're grey, aren't they?
I beg your pardon?
Your eyes. I thought they were blue.
Well, they are blue.
No, they're not. They change colour in different lights.
Do they really?
Hey, what colour am I?
Well, I don't know.
Well, do have a look, please.
Well, that one's brown. And that one's brown. They're both brown.
Isn't it absolutely ripping finding out about one another?
At any other time, I suppose it could be, but not today, thank you very much.
And for wobbly being this close to you, you sure you're not getting this feeling too?
No, I'm afraid not. And I do have Judy's wedding and the reception. As father of the bride, I have to make a speech. And I haven't even finished it yet. And I'm not very good at them at the best of times. So please, Miss Perkins, just run along and... Fantastic!
Now here you are. For God's sake, get a move on.
Fantastic!
But you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Oh, what a kisser! Fabulous!
Come on, old man. Easy does it.
Hello, Bill.
You feeling all right?
Yes, I'm fine. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Good. That is a relief.
And so is Miss Perkins.
Oh, for God's sake, you're not starting all that again.
Standing right beside me, aren't you? There you are. What did I tell you?
I didn't hear anything.
Well, of course not. She only nodded.
Tim, if you carry on like this, they're going to cut you off.
Oh, I've got that feeling now.
Feeling? What feeling?
Bill.
Just you listen to me. And tell Polly Perkins to pin her ears back too.
I like that.
Do you realise that you've totally disrupted the entire morning of your daughter's wedding?
Hang on a minute. Miss Perkins was speaking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I like that.
What do you like?
That name, Polly.
Did you hear that?
No.
She likes it.
What?
Polly.
Oh, good. Now, you've already upset Ursula by shouting at her, so please get dressed before you do any more damage.
Bill, listen. I don't know how to explain this to you, but something rather extraordinary has happened to me. I know the fact that you and the others can't see her, and I can't, doesn't a bit unlikely.
A bit?
But there are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
Horatio?
I mean, I thought she was just in my imagination. Until just now, when she kissed me.
Oh, you have made progress.
I tell you, I've had some kisses in my time, but that one just now practically took my head off. I tell you, Bill, I'm still wobbling. Daphne, you're dressed. You managed to get into the thing then?
Me?
The hat. It looks very nice up there. Bill and I were just having...
I'd rather not know what you and Bill were just having. I don't know whether you two have been drinking or what, but I suggest you go straight upstairs and comfort Ursula.
Good idea.
And last, Charlie, kindly inform the Savoy catering manager that I am not Mrs. Smollett, who's late. I have not forgotten my uniform, and I am not here to stack and wipe.
Hello. Ah, it's you, Mr. Babcock. Everything going smoothly your end. Jolly good, jolly good.
What's he say? What's he say?
He says, where the bloody hell are the flowers? I was just about to send you some when Polly arrived.
Hello, Mr. Babcock. It's Bill Shorter here, Tim's partner. Polly? Did he? Ah, yes, Polly's the new kitten. Yes, it's a wedding present from Dr. and Mrs. Drillen.
A wedding present from us?
No problem about your flowers. We'll send you ours. Yes, Tim remembered ours, all right. He's not laughing. Yes, I'll put them into a taxi and send them straight round to the church. Yes. Goodbye.
What's all this about our wedding present being a kitten?
First things first, we've got to get these flowers to the church.
Is it absolutely necessary?
Good Lord, Mummy, it's not all that serious. He shouted at me. I'm sure he's sorry. You're sorry, aren't you, Daddy?
Yes, the Babcocks will never forgive me.
What on earth are you doing now?
Collecting flowers.
We're sending ours over to the Babcocks.
What?
This is no day to be upsetting your millionaire in-laws.
That'll do for Nicholas. That'll do for Mrs. Babcock. And that'll do for Mr. Babcock.
Daddy?
Don't be selfish, darling. You've got such a lot there.
Where are the rest of the flowers?
In the hall.
Good. I'll get them together and send them over into a taxi. You get yourself dressed. You're going to get up to the church.
I thought it was an electric blanket.
Oh, well, perhaps it was Gerald's idea to give him a kitten.
God.
Bill, I think we'd better tell them about Polly.
Polly?
Yes, Polly's the new kitten. We haven't lost her, have we?
No, I put her in the, where the other presents.
Honestly, Daddy, what's the matter with you?
Just a bit of a problem.
Don't bother to say how gorgeous your daughter looks, will you?
No, I mean, gorgeous. I haven't seen that dress before, have I?
What would you do with him?
Get it changed. Come on, Ursula, give me a hand.
But I can't think Polly. What about Polly?
Oh, she'll be all right. We'll leave her a bowl of milk and a bowl and a saucer of milk.
It's the best I can do, I'm afraid. Think anybody will notice?
They will not change the money once.
Yes, dear. I say, why are you bagging Timothy? Never mind, good night, sir.
Judy, you take over here. I'll get the rest of the flowers, sir, and you can take them over in a taxi.
Flowers? Taxi? What?
You're going to Babcock.
Where's that?
Oh, infuriating man. Mr. Babcock at the church.
Is he the vicar?
Nicholas, his father.
Oh, him.
And I want to know why you changed your mind about the electric blankets.
What?
Hope our friend is going to be all right in there.
The present in there? The present kitten in there?
Gerald, don't do that! Don't go in there! No! Oh! I'm terribly sorry. I really am terribly sorry.
Go on about it, dear. I've seen your deeds before.
I know. Polly hasn't.
Polly?
Polly?
Get the rest of the flowers, sir? I'll get you a taxi.
Most unwise, you know, most unwise.
What is?
A kitten and a parrot. They'll tear each other to pieces.
You better come with me to the church.
I beg your pardon.
I said you'd better come with me to the church.
Yes, I am coming with you.
Oh, good. Just checking, that's all. Then I can talk to you properly.
What?
I said I can't talk properly.
What's the matter with the man?
Oh, I don't know, Mother. Give me his waistcoat, Judy. As long as I can sit next to you.
Yes, I'd like that.
You'd like what?
I'd like to sit next to you.
Sit next to me?
Yes, at the church. Then I can hold hands with you too.
Oh, no, he's cracking up.
Put your shoes on.
Hurry up, for God's sake. The cars will be here any minute.
Well, I'm ready.
We'll nip down to the park and pick up our flowers in Knightsbridge somewhere.
Pick them from the park.
Pick them from the farm. That was Polly.
Oh, has that damn kitten got out again?
I could have sworn it was an electric blanket.
Polly, I'm after the ceremony.
No, she might be gone by then.
That put some butter on her paw.
No, Bill, she's got to come with me. She'll fret by herself.
Oh, if you don't leave at once, you needn't come at all.
You should have spoken to him like that 20 years ago.
It's a very emotional day for Daddy.
Oh, what a kiss. I still want them.
Let's go home.
Where are you taking me?
Sit quiet.
I can't leave Polly. You've got to. What if she's got to go?
Oh, we'll open the window and put down some newspaper.
Would you mind waiting in here a moment?
I'll do no such thing.
Not you.
What is he doing now?
Open a window and put down some newspaper. It's no good, Bill. I'm going to have to tell them.
No, please, don't do it.
It's all right. Ursula will understand.
She won't.
She will. She won't. She might.
She won't.
Try me.
There we are. She wants me to try her. All right. Try her. Yes, I'll try her. Now, I know you're going to think I'm mad. Anybody would think I was mad. I know Bill thinks I'm mad. I know what you think. Don't ask me to explain, because I can't explain. It's never happened to anybody before. And at first I wasn't sure it was happening to me. But it is.
Oh, you're doing very well.
What is it, Daddy? It's 5 to 12. That's what it is.
I'm sorry, darling. I wouldn't have chosen today. But it chose me. Or rather, she did. Or perhaps I chose her. It's very difficult to say which came first. It's rather like the thing about the chicken and the egg.
Keep going, son.
Darling, who chose you?
Polly!
The kitten?
No, not that Polly. My Polly.
Your Polly?
She's a young lady.
Are you telling me you're having an affair?
No! Yes! No! It depends what you mean by an affair.
I told you 20 years ago you couldn't trust him.
How long has this been going on?
About 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
Don't worry, there's more to come.
You see, I met her this morning.
This morning?
That's right.
Where?
Behind the sofa.
The sofa?
There was absolutely no problem at all until she kissed me.
Lovely.
I
Didn't
tried.
I always say the eyes too close together?
I tried to tell her to go, but once she kissed me, I had no control over it.
I warned her about that too.
Well, what was she doing behind the sofa in the first place?
Ah, well, that's the point, you see. There's something rather unusual about this girl.
Hold very tight, please.
You see, for some inexplicable reason, no one else but me can see her.
That's gone down a treat.
The funny thing was, I was just in the middle of explaining to Bill about my idea of the perfume instead of the flop-out flappers, and the next minute, there she was. Short hair, feather, frilly skirt, beads, the lot.
Now, Timothy, darling.
He'll be all right. He banged his head on the door.
Oh.
Look, we must get a doctor.
Doctor?
To give you a sedative. It's all been too much for you. Work, wedding, Babcock, Perkins bras, catering manager.
But I don't need a doctor.
I told you to keep quiet about it.
Dear, you've had a bang on the head and now you're seeing things.
But I've not just been seeing her, I've been feeling her as well.
Really?
Mother, please. It's all those pills you take.
Nonsense. It's just a common or garden hallucination. Gerald had a patient once. He got kicked in the head by a horse. He spent the next 48 hours talking about it to Lady Godiva.
But he fully recovered.
Oh, he's fine now. He brought the riding school near Coventry.
I'm not too clear, Daphne. What kitten? Well, I was going out just now and somebody said this crazy thing about a kitten.
Oh, haven't you got rid of those flowers yet, dear?
Well, I was going to, and then I remembered somebody said this thing about a kitten, and I could have sworn it was a blanket.
Oh, don't you start.
Now, let's all get to the church and forget about this, Polly.
Yes, Polly.
The kitten.
Oh, it's a kitten. I thought it was a parrot.
Please go and put those flowers in a taxi.
Don't need a taxi now.
Why not?
The cars have been here for the last 5 minutes.
Oh, Ursula, look at the time.
Right, let's get to the church. Now, all we've got to decide is who stays here with Timothy until the doctor arrives.
Doctor?
Judy, I think you'll have to come to the church, otherwise it'll look rude. Bill, I think you're probably the best one to stay here, because no one will miss you.
Thank you.
I can't go without Daddy. I know it's not ideal.
Well, he's supposed to be giving Judy away.
Yeah. Oh, surely there'd be someone there who can give you away.
I think it would be safer if we gave your father away.
Now, how about you waiting in one of the cars while we sort this out?
Well, surely you can have a doctor and a sedative after the reception. I mean, you can't have a wedding without the bride's father.
I want to go, and I know Polly would enjoy it.
All right, fine. If she'll enjoy it, then bring her.
Thank you, darling. Polly!
Father,
That's me.
get in one of those cars and take us Faustus in Barnabas.
In Barnabas, right. Still directing the traffic, I see.
Now you've met my partner, Bill Shorter. This is my wife, Ursula, and my mother-in-law, Mrs. Dribbond.
Hello. Hello.
Don't worry, a quick handshake will do.
How do you do?
Darling, she's not there.
Where is she then?
But she's sitting next to Daphne. Polly, it's all been fixed. You can come with us to the church.
Look out, I think he's gone out walking again. 343. It's for you, Timothy. It's Mr. Babcock.
Hello, Wobbly here. Timothy Westby. Hello, Mr. Babcock. No, don't worry about the flowers, because my father-in-law's on his way. What? I beg your pardon? He says never mind the bloody flowers, where the bloody hell are we?
It's a bloody good question.
I'm sorry, Polly. I mean, Mr. Babcock.
Hello, sir. It's Bill Shorter here again. No, he wasn't calling you, Polly. No, it's that damn kitten again. He wants to know what the hell I'm talking about.
Hello, Charles, dear. Ursula here. Haven't we chosen a gorgeous day for it? Yes, I'm afraid there has been a slight delay. It seems that Timothy's broken his leg a little.
Ursula!
Broken my leg a little. Why,
Hello, Mr. Babcock. Is Mrs. Drummond here now? Now look, as soon as you and Nick get to the church... Oh, they're already at the church. He's speaking from the vestry. Yes, Ursula is quite right. It's a very nasty break.
very nasty, quiet.
Yes, a triple compound fracture.
Triple
Quiet! No, not you, Mr. Babcock. Yes, well, he was just getting into one of the cars when he tripped over something. That bloody kitten. Yes, I suspect so. And you know, it's a funny thing, because I thought it was a black kid. Oh, that must be an Australian word.
Do you know which of the cars I'm going in? Surely the drivers will know. Well, they thought they did, but Grandad started organising things. It doesn't matter, because they're all going to St. Barnabas. I wouldn't bank on it. Grandad keeps calling me Dr. Bernardo.
Judy, you get hold of your father and get him into the second car.
Oh, you're coming.
Of course I'm coming.
Oh, smashing.
And so is Polly.
Polly?
Of course you haven't met her, have you? I'll have to
Introduce her in the car.
Good idea, then.
You mean she's coming with us? Yes. I'm not walking up the aisle with Daddy and his dream girl. Sit down, don't be difficult. Don't worry, we'll sit at the back of the church.
There you are. Did you hear that?
No.
Polly said she and I can sit at the back of the church.
You're supposed to be up front with me and the vicar.
Tell you what, we'll bugger in with the bridesmaids.
Oh, don't excite yourself, Timothy Royston.
They don't appreciate you, Polly.
Well, it can't be easy for them.
What a sweet, kind, understanding girl you are. Have you ever met such a girl? No, of course you haven't. She's absolutely marvellous. She's so innocent and pure. She's just like our Judy. And after the service, she's coming back here to the reception.
Oh, Timothy, a prune juice!
Oh, cinnamon and prune juice! Oh, she's going to keep us all in stitches. This drive to the church, Judy, is going to be a riot.
Well, there goes the bride.
Now look what you've done.
I'm terribly sorry, Timothy.
It's all right, Polly. Wasn't your fault.
Of course it wasn't my fault.
Not you. Polly was just
Can't you
saying...
keep that dumb girl quiet?
But she was only saying how sorry she was.
Don't say it again.
That's no way to speak to a guest.
She's not my guest.
Doesn't matter whose guest she is. She's in our house. Come on, Polly. Let's go and find Judy and sort this out.
I think we'd better let Bill sort this out.
Oh, no. This is a father's job.
Well, why don't you leave your Polly Perkins here with me?
I'll do no such thing. If you're looking for a new bottom to pinch, try Daphne.
Oh,
Don't worry, Ursula. I'll sort him out.
Thank you, Bill. Will you take those clothes up to his room?
Right.
Does this sort of thing run in your husband's family?
You think so?
Well, what were his father and mother like?
Careless. Very careless.
Judy should have been saying, I will 3 minutes ago.
Dear.
Are you lot coming or not?
Haven't you gone yet, dear?
I've been arguing with those driver chappies.
But you should be at the church.
Well, that's what they're saying. They got a funeral this afternoon.
Mr. Babcock's still waiting.
Is he having a blue fit?
Yes, I think so. Not too bad at all.
40 years I've had of this.
Yes, right. Well, Timothy had better lead the way then. Where is he, by the way?
Coming along later.
Or possibly not at all.
Not at all. Damn it, he's Judy's father.
He's gone and had a breakdown.
Well, can't you pick him up in our car?
Harold, will you please get in the back of the car and go? Someone's got to represent the family at this wedding, and God help us, it looks as though it's got to be you.
And as soon as this is over, we must get a doctor.
Yes.
What's that?
They'll need a doctor.
I'm a doctor.
No good. I can't do a thing about it.
Hey, you set the breakdown there.
Ow! Timothy.
Where's Judy now?
Up in her room having hysterics. It's all right. Bill's up there trying to calm her down.
Oh, this should have been the happiest day of her life.
I must say, Polly was been as nice as pie.
Tell Polly to keep her little beak out of this. If you hadn't turned up today, my
Darling, she's not there.
Our daughter would have been...
Darling, she's not there either.
Our daughter...
Please, darling, she's not there. She's out in the hall waiting for us.
But none of this would have happened if it hadn't been for your damn Polly.
That's unfair. She didn't realise she was coming on an awkward day.
Of course she realised. Don't tell me she didn't realise.
Don't get excited,
She's got
Ursula.
a damn nerve kissing you in front of me and doing God knows what behind the sofa.
She hasn't done a thing yet except wobble a bit when I kiss her.
I didn't realise that girls found you so irresistible.
And why shouldn't they find me irresistible?
I can give you a few reasons.
You keep quiet. You found me irresistible once.
20 years ago.
And that was the last time you had a good look at me. What colour are my eyes?
Don't be ridiculous.
No, come on. What colour?
Blue, I think.
You only think.
Yes, blue.
But have you ever noticed anything unusual about them?
Too close together.
In a certain light, they change colour from blue to grey. Polly spotted it immediately. And my smile. Not to mention my stern looks.
Honestly, flattery gets them everywhere.
Ursula has been far too busy running the home and bringing up Judy to notice how your eyes change. Or how your stern looks.
That's just my point. She shouldn't have been too busy. Out there is a beautiful young girl who recognized at once all my endearing qualities.
Typical. You run me down and stick up a sunny young tart who you...
Tart?
Oh, what else?
Oh, don't let him upset you, Ursula. This wretched girl only exists in his mind.
Yes, a pretty filthy one.
Polly is not a tart. She's a very outgoing girl with a beautiful nature.
Not a doctor you need, Ursula. It's a divorce.
And what's more, she adores Royston.
Then the sooner she goes back there, the better.
It's my middle name. When she says Timothy Royston Westby, she makes it sound like a great Genghis Khan.
Well, she's in for a bit of a disappointment when she discovers that the great Genghis can't.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much indeed. I suppose the whole of our married life is going to be trotted out as evidence, is it? Well, you'll be all right. You've got the hanging judge on your side.
It's no good. She won't listen to me.
Stupid child.
She's locked her door and refuses to come out.
What a wedding.
You don't suppose the vicar would come here, do you?
Oh, of course not. Go and drag her out, Ursula.
Waste of time. Tim's the only one she'll talk to.
Oh, I'd better go up. The poor little thing.
Poor little thing. The girl's unbalanced. And it certainly doesn't come from our side of the family.
Remind me again, Ursula, how charming your mother can be. I keep forgetting.
There's no need to be rude to Daphne.
She was rude to me, and so were you.
I was not. Just concerned that this girl seems to have taken you over.
You attacked me personally.
I did not.
You did. She did, Bill. She said my Genghis couldn't.
Well, that's not so far.
Oh, there you go again. Judge Jeffrey's got the black cap on already. What your daughter means is that once in a blue moon, I come home physically and emotionally exhausted. What I would like you to ask her is why that always seems to coincide with the one night in the year when she decided to throw her nightie out of the window and swing from the chandelier.
Oh, you do exaggerate.
Listen, get upstairs to Judy.
Oh, did you get your car fixed?
Yes, I did, thanks.
What car?
Ow!
Here, sir. What are you doing back here?
Oh,
Vicar.
Oh, stop repeating yourself, dear.
Babcock, Babcock.
Gerald!
Things are getting violent in the vestry.
Now, Gerald, what is happening?
The vicar and Babcock is in the vestry.
What about them?
I'm afraid he quite lost his temper.
The vicar?
No, Babcock. Speaking the most shocking language.
Well, that's Babcock.
No, that was the vicar. I arrived at the church and see through the trick with old Babcock. In fact, he seemed quite upset when 3 limousines rolled up and only me and the flowers got out.
Why did you take all 3 cars?
Well, I didn't. I got in the first one and the other 2 followed.
Yes, but why?
Well, that's what I asked them when we got to the church. Apparently they mistook my farewell wave for a signal to advance. I still think old Babcock was very bad in taking it out on the vicar like that. You know, he stormed into the vestry and grabbed him by the hassock.
I'm not surprised he used shocking language.
It's cassock, Gerald.
Oh, maybe that's what upset him. Having called him Babcock.
There he is again.
I'm not afraid of him.
Hey, no!
What did you do that for?
Well, you caused enough chaos.
I'll smooth things over, don't you worry. Just listen to this. Hello, Dr. Dremel speaking. Now, in the first place, I would like to apologise for calling you Babcock, Mr. Castle.
I'd rather say something in the second place. Hello, sir. It's Bill Shorter here again. Quite understand your feelings. That vicar's enough to make anyone blow their top. It's its holier-than-thou attitude that really sticks in my... I beg your pardon? It is the vicar.
Good morning, Vicar. You just caught me. I was just getting into the car. What wedding? Oh, the wedding. Yes, sir. We were just on our way. We would have been if you hadn't called us back to the telephone. The organist? Oh, tell him 3 minutes at the most. He's already been twice through his canticles. All right, Vicar. Goodbye.
Well, have you done the trick with Judy?
No, I have not.
We've had the vicar on the telephone. He's expecting us in 3 minutes.
Get the vicar back on the telephone again and tell him your daughter has decided not to go to the church at all today.
Oh, don't be
Babs.
No, she said it's a registry office or nothing.
What did he say?
I hope you and Polly are pleased with yourselves.
Oh, it's not a question of Polly and Timothy. It's a question of Judy and virginity.
Holy Trinity, I thought it was a Parliament.
She says she's not going to the church to get married in white because the whole thing will be hypocrisy.
Oh, nonsense. All young brides get married in white.
Not when the bride has already been seduced by the groom.
Look here, hadn't we better be pushing off? I'm getting a bit worried about leaving the vicar alone with Mr. Castle.
The wedding's on. Don't you ever hear anything?
Oh, is it? Oh, what a pity. I wonder if there's a meeting at Ascot or somewhere.
Fine thing for a father to discover on his daughter's wedding day. And I thought she was chaste.
Well, she certainly got caught.
Polly, please. It's nothing to laugh at.
Oh, that someone found it amusing?
You've never had a daughter.
Good God, it's not all that serious.
Not serious. She's barely 20 and already deflowered.
No, I delivered those all right.
Gerald.
No, the registry office is the only fit place for those two.
Get 400 guests into a registry.
I don't care. I only knew 17 of them.
She's got to get married today.
Oh, pregnant as well, is she?
Now, you have spent the best part of £10,000 on it. What are you going to do about the reception? The photographers, the champagne, the waiters.
To say nothing of the 1,600 from Oliver.
That can all go ahead. The last people to be missed are the bride and groom.
I warned Judy not to tell you.
Oh, you warned Judy not to tell me. You didn't warn me, did you? I suppose you knew all about this, did you?
Yes, and I knew what you'd do about it.
And what was that, might I ask?
Stand there shouting with your hands on your hips.
I am not shouting, and I have not got my hands on my...
Look, Tim, I think there are more important things.
Oh, it might seem unimportant to a man of your low habits. But I have some very old-fashioned standards, Ursula, and the sooner you realise it, the better.
What's that, little man? You didn't do the little doodah.
The what? I should lay off that stuff if I were you. Listen, Ursula, I have some very old-fashioned standards.
There you go again, shouting.
I am not You see what I have to put up with? Have you ever met such a family?
They don't seem too bad.
No, of course you haven't. People didn't behave like that in the 1920s, did they?
Who's he talking to?
Polly.
Puss, 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 puss.
You see what sort of females I've got surrounding me? My mother-in-law's a dragon. My wife sides with everyone except her husband. And my daughter's an nymphomaniac.
Oh, I've hardly called a little three.
Little! She's just been telling me up there how often that they...
Told her not to tell you.
Oh. They couldn't have done it more often if they'd been on a productivity bonus.
That's a Nathan Never. Nicholas is marrying her
If
now.
you think I'm standing by in church while the vicar blesses that vile rapist, you have got another thing coming.
Calm down, Timothy Royston.
You wouldn't understand the father's feelings, Polly. He's off again. People didn't behave like that in the 1920s, did they?
Don't know.
No, of course they didn't. The girl was put on a pedestal then, looked up to. Escorts arrived in top hat and tails, and danced all night at Romano's. You saw those Hollywood musicals, didn't you?
Hollywood musicals?
Yes, with Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. I don't think Fred ever jumped on was the furniture.
They're not living in the 20s now.
More's the pity. The girl was really wooed then. Soft lights and music and violins. Stage door Johnnies at the Tivoli drinking champagne from a girl's slippers. I tell you, Bill, a girl was a goddess then.
Yes, a pretty soggy feet.
Would you be good enough to look after Polly while I go and get changed?
You are changed.
Changed back, I mean. Nothing would induce me to go through with this wedding now.
Oh,
for heaven's
Timothy.
sake!
No, my mind's made up. This lovely young creature has made me realize what a sordid society we're living in today.
Let's get this door fixed. It keeps sticking. What's that?
Oh, Timothy.
Oh, poor old chap. He's exhausted himself doing all those little doodads.
You all right, old chap?
By the way, Mr. Alcock's downstairs. I put him in the hall.
Alcock?
Yes, Nicholas's father.
Mr. Babcock.
Oh, very likely.
Timothy, are you all right? Oh, thank goodness you've come around.
Oh, yes. I just love coming around. Well, how are you? How nice to see you again. What a glorious surprise. I know the face, but I can't put a name to it.
Now.
Oh,
Don't
you
think
must
of
be
it.
the catering manager.
Catering manager?
Yes, it's very nice of you to greet him like this. And I must say, you've done the whole place quite beautifully. What do you think of the Savoy, Polly?
Savoy?
Peachy poo.
Oh, peachy poops! Ah, porter! You'll find our luggage out there by reception. Would you mind taking the bags up to the bridal suite, please? I realize it's not your car, but would you try to get my car in the garage, will you?
Your car?
Yes, you can't miss it. It's the very latest rose.
Very latest?
Yes, 1926.
1926?
And then when you're ready, we'll sign the register, and I'll carry my bride into the bedroom.
Ursula, we women have got to take a firm stand.
Mrs. Pankhurst! How nice
I don't want no spot as anybody sees I go. Turn up low, turn down low.
Did you say carry your bride into the bedroom?
That's the jolly old idea, yes.
Timothy,
Timothy.
don't you think you'd better...
Introduce myself, of course. Royston Westerby.
Royston.
Yeah. What's Shantae, madame? Staying at the Savoy Knob.
Just arrived.
I know we've met somewhere. Wasn't last Tuesday at Romano's, was it?
What?
Bunty Pinkerton's 21st. Marvellous do, wasn't it?
Ripping.
Mr. Babcock's downstairs.
Mr. Babcock? Not the Mr. Babcock.
Yes, he's here, yes.
Mr. Babcock, the Hollywood millionaire, the movie magnate. He's considering us as Britain's answer to Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. I won't dance, don't ask me.
No, we won't.
Mr. Babcock stalled at the Tivoli in the follies of 1926.
The Babcocks here for the wedding.
Well, he's left it rather late. We were married this morning at St. Barnabas.
When you say we...
Just a second. You weren't the girl with the Prince of Wales at Tubby Carrington shoot.
I don't think so.
Right. Now, as I said in my letter, when I booked your bridal suite. Oh, that letter. We'll just be here for a couple of days before honeymooning in the south of France. Although if this weather holds, we might cancel Monte Carlo and honeymoon here.
Sounds absolutely topping.
So if I can just see your menu, my little bride and I will have a leisurely lunch on the terrace.
Very good, sir.
Oh, couldn't we have it sent up to our room, Royston?
Well, that's an even better idea, my little puppet. Would you arrange that?
I'm afraid I didn't quite hear what Madam said.
We'll have lunch sent up to our room.
Oh, will you?
Yes. Just me and my little coochie coo.
Well, you and your little coochie can't.
I beg your pardon.
There's no room service today.
Playing havoc, isn't it? This dreadful general strike. Well, it looks like lunch on the terrace, my old banana. And this afternoon we'll take a punt on the river.
River?
What river? The River Thames.
The Thames?
Your bridal suite overlooks it.
Oh, does it?
You mentioned it in your brochure.
Oh, well, I suppose if we mention it in our brochure.
Tell me, have you been on it?
No, but I'm liable to start any minute now.
He won't go away.
Ah, Porter. You won't forget to collect our bags from reception and take it to the bridal suite, will you?
No, sir, thank you very much, sir. Where's that? Down in the hall, sir.
Wants to see me? Top hat, putting on my top hat. I'll see him right away.
No, you won't.
Very wise. Mustn't appear too eager.
Bill, take him through there and down into the kitchen.
The kitchen! Stars of our caliber can't be seen going through the kitchen.
It's the best way to dodge the fans.
By George, I've got it.
Oh, God.
Lady Barrington Perkins.
What?
You're Lady Barrington Perkins.
Am I?
Yes.
He's done some pretty odd things today. That just about takes the biscuit.
Get that cock off Judy's door.
I've heard of a shotgun wedding, but this is ridiculous.
Thanks. To the bride suite, please.
Right, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
No, they couldn't. No, Father, where did you say you'd put Mr. Babcock?
He's down in the hall. Very cross, too. Perhaps I can cheer him up with a couple of his, you know.
No, wait. Now, listen, you hold the fort here with Mr. Babcock. I'll go and help Bill with Judy. I'll get her down here if I have to break every bone in her body.
Mr. Westerby! Mr. Westerby!
Is that Mr. Babcock?
Mr. Westerby, the play, how are you?
Mr. Babcock, yes.
I'm looking for Mr. Westerby.
Ah, you must be Mr. Babcock. Father, it's Mr. Babcock. Come along in, Mr. Babcock. How do you do? I'm Ursula Westerby.
I'm very pleased to make your acquaintance. Why the hell aren't you looked down at the church?
First things first, Father, get Mr. Babcock some champagne.
Champagne, coming up, sir.
Isn't this ripping? Absolutely ripping. You're just as I pictured you, only younger.
Wendy, there's chaos down at that church.
Yes, now you come along in, sit down and make yourself at home. But do remember that the cars are here, so you mustn't keep us chatting.
Look, the guests for the next damn wedding are starting to arrive.
And you mustn't worry about Judy. Not that you were. Not that you need to. She's absolutely, well, thrilled isn't the word. She's quite overcome, isn't she, Father?
What's that?
I said Judy's quite overcome.
Oh, yes, she won't come out.
She won't come out and say so, but we know her. We know her very well indeed. Not as well as your Nicholas knows her. But now you must be wondering why Judy isn't exactly, completely, precisely 100% ready.
Too bloody right.
Yes. Well, everything was running as smooth as clockwork, apart from a little trouble with a hook and eye on the back of the dress, but you know what dresses are like these days. I think it must be the cotton they use. Where was I?
Everything was running as smooth as clockwork.
Until Timothy had this most unfortunate accident. I think we might have sort of mentioned that to you when you telephoned.
Oh, yes, you telephoned more than once, didn't you, sir?
3 bloody times.
Yes, 3 bloody times.
Such rotten luck for Timothy on his daughter's wedding day to break his leg. His leg. He was ready. He was just coming down the stairs with Judy when he tripped.
Over a cat called Polly.
Well, it was a kit match, sir.
Your mother thought it was a blanket.
Yes.
You also said something about a triple fracture.
Oh, he broke it in 3 places. When I say he broke it in 3 places, I don't mean he fell over in 3 places. I mean he broke it.
In 3 bloody places.
Yes.
Mrs. Westerby, I want to see your husband.
See him?
I want to know if this wedding's going to take place.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
So what I'd like is 5 minutes sane conversation with your husband.
Wouldn't we we all? What I mean is, Mr. Westerby's gone to St. Thomas's.
St. Thomas's? He's gone to the wrong church. We're all St. Barnabas.
No. St. Thomas's is a hospital.
Mr. Westerby's in hospital?
I beg your pardon?
I said Mr. Westerby's in hospital, is he?
Are you talking about Timothy? He was in here a few minutes ago.
Of course he was. Stupid of me to have forgotten, but very heavily plastered. Plastered.
Oh, well, plastered, that explains everything.
Then I can see.
See who?
Your husband.
No, he's lying down on the bed resting his leg. I've forgotten.
Well, you don't seem to have a very retentive memory, Mrs. Westerby.
It's been one of those days.
Then I'll go up and see him.
No. I'll bring him down to you. But if I'm somewhere, it'll be because I can't find his crutch.
Well, find him as soon as you can, because I'm not leaving here until I've seen your husband and the bride.
Oh, I'll be 2 minutes at the most. I suppose you'd care to go on ahead with my father.
No chance.
No. Jolly good. Quite right. We'll all bond together then, shall we?
Too right.
One big happy family.
I don't know what she's going to be so cheerful, but I'm sure. Well, by the way, I must apologise for calling you Babcock, Mr. Alcock. I can't understand what made me think of it. It's not as if I ever knew anybody called Babcock. Can I give you a small refill?
No, make it a large one.
I mean, such a damn silly name, isn't it? Babcock, eh? Remember we had a boy at school once called Haddock. We used to call him Fishface. No, I'm wrong. That was salmon. Funny thing about names, Mr. Pollock. Never been one of my strong suits, you know. Even when I was in general I could never remember one patient from another. I remember we had a woman called Mrs. Shufflebottom in the surgery. Now, you wouldn't think you could forgive a name like Shufflebottom, would you? Well, there she was, sitting in the surgery, and I said to her, I said,
Would you mind standing up?
no, I didn't know, nothing like that. I said,
You're sitting on me hat!
nothing of the sort. Sitting on my hat, indeed. What I said was,
This...
oh dear, I say, I'm so sorry, I do beg your pardon.
What the hell is that?
Oh, Gerald, you must come at once. I think Ursula's got... You must be Mr. Babcock. Oh, there's nothing quite like a wedding, is there? The sun's singing and the birds are shining. What happened to that?
I'm afraid I sat on it.
Gerald, you are such a clumsy man, really. Oh, now look what you've made me do. Oh, well, we'll just have to go without one, that's all.
Well, it's not mine, it is.
Oh, Mr. Babcock, I'm so sorry. We'll get you another one right away. Gerald, you come and help get that door off the hinges.
Remind me to tell you what I said to that woman in the surgery.
Oh, what woman?
Mrs. Wagglebottom.
I thought it was Shufflebottom,
Oh,
I said.
Gerald, will you come along? Hurry up. We're waiting for you.
Hello there! Sorry about that, my old fruit.
That's all right, just the whole bloody outfit ruined now.
I really am frightened, but it's all
It's
right.
all right, that's all right.
Are you stopping here?
No longer than I have to.
Oh, really? You're not happy with the service then?
Service? I don't think they'll ever get that far. I take it you're a guest here, are you?
Yes, just arrived. I'm just looking for the staff factory.
Staff? You won't find any of them about. The only staff they need here are those fellows in the white coats.
Oh, well, if there's no wine waiter about, I'll just have to help myself to a snifter, won't I?
Well, you do that.
It's this damn general strike again.
Well, I knew it was serious, but I had no idea it was general.
Oh, yes, all over the country now. It came through on the wireless last night.
The wireless.
Yes, the wireless. I've got one, you know. Came through just as I was fiddling with the cat's whisker.
Bloody cat gets her.
You shouldn't worry about it, though. Mr. Baldwin will soon sort it out.
Mr. Who?
Stanley Baldwin.
Who's he?
My dear fellow, he's our Prime Minister.
Is he?
Yes, doing a grand job, too. Stanley Baldwin.
Stanley Baldwin. I heard a fellow sneaking up on the outside, but where the hell did he come from?
Well, he's been around a few years. Cheers.
Cheers.
Mind you, I think the country will be well advised to recall Lloyd George.
You do?
Oh, yes. He's the fellow for the diplomacy. You've not heard a lot from the Kaiser lately, have you?
Could I have a drop more soda in this, please?
Certainly. If there's no one around, we'll just have to fend for ourselves, won't we, Mr.
Babcock.
I do apologise, I really do.
No, it's all right, now just put that thing down.
Are you really thinking, Mr. Babcock?
Yes, and I'm beginning to wish I weren't.
Well, this is absolutely splendid.
Please put that thing down!
Mr. Babcock, don't you remember me?
I can't say I do.
Follies.
What?
Would you like to see my black bottom? The black bottom, you twister, and you've got 'em, you go, mister, the clap their hands and do the raggedy trot. The bit of, oh! There we are.
Very nice. Thanks.
You still don't remember me, do you?
I can't say I do now. If you'll excuse me, I've just got to...
Tivoli!
Pardon?
You saw me at the Tivoli. You must recognize me.
I'd like to apply now.
Of course, I'm not wearing my makeup now.
Very wise.
But Mr. Babcock, I'm your answer to Fred.
Fred?
And I want to show you my little coochie coo.
No thanks.
I've got something in there that could be another ginger.
Thanks for telling me.
In you come, my little sweetheart.
I want to be happy, but I can't be happy till I meet you. Happy too. Life's really worth living when we are met.
Oh, what are you thinking of, Mr. Babcock?
Think of her.
The other half of my act.
What is she? A performing play?
Stop your kidding, Mr. Babcock. Oh, just look at that potential. What's Ginger got that this girl hasn't?
No idea.
Lovely, my darling. Hey, where are you going?
I've just remembered, I'm very late for a very important occasion today.
But you haven't seen what we can do together yet.
I'd rather
We've got the best finish in the business.
Fully for you.
Over my shoulder comes a
What are you doing here?
Audition for Mr. Babcock.
Oh, lovely. Isn't that lovely? And Polly?
Yes, she's right here.
Super duper.
Who is this nut?
I don't know.
It's because I'm not wearing makeup he doesn't recognize me. Royston Westerby.
Westerby?
And this,
You mean this character's a relative?
and this, my new bride, Polly Perkins.
I thought you said you didn't know him.
I didn't know he was here. He's a cousin.
Cousin?
Of my husband's.
Good God almighty.
Oh, it's all right. Twice removed.
Time coming up, I love to.
It's quite harmless. We don't see a lot of him normally.
I can well believe that. Where's he from?
Basingstoke.
Basingstoke.
Hants.
Huh?
Short for Hampshire.
Had a case like this one year in Queensland.
Oh, really?
They put it down to drinking the sheep dip. Ever a sheep in Basingstoke?
Not a lot.
Well, he's getting it from somewhere. That'll make his eyes water.
Isn't she absolutely adorable, Mr. Babcock?
What about this female missionaries?
Female what?
All he's supposed to be down to it. Answers to Ginger.
Oh, he's told you about her, has he?
I hope Cousin Royston's trouble doesn't run through the family, Mrs. Westerby.
Oh, good heavens, no. My side of the family is proud as a bell.
You're all unhinged now.
Jolly good. The door, a little trouble with the door.
So I believe.
What about that contract, Mr. Babcock?
Contract?
For your new Hollywood musical.
Some other time.
Yeah, some other bloody time.
Lewis.
Oh, just a slip of the tongue, Polly.
I could cheerfully drown that damn boy.
You'd better wait outside while I talk terms.
Rightio, Royston. Goodbye.
Oh, off you go. Goodbye.
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 There goes the 12-10.
Sorting it all out, darling. I'm all ready for the car.
Good Lord, what a coincidence. I myself was married only this morning.
You what? One moment, Royston.
Royston Westerby. Delighted to make your acquaintance. Shall I have the porter take your bags up?
Is that the bride?
Yes, that's my little Judy.
Good heavens. I didn't realize you were the bride's mother, Lady Barrington.
Lady Barrington!
My maiden name. I dropped the title when I married.
What is it, old girlie? Corset?
Mother, please, pull yourself together.
Think it may be pensioner. I'll take her upstairs and strip her down.
I'd better go along in case the porter gets too familiar.
Mr. Babcock, I do hope Mrs. Babcock won't be worried about you.
Don't mind about Mrs. Babcock, I'm getting worried about you.
We're so looking forward to meeting her.
There's only one person I want to meet, and that's your husband. And I don't mean Deputy Cousin Royston.
No.
So regardless of his crutch and his plaster, I'll walk and see you.
Oh, I much prefer that you didn't.
Listen, unless I speak to your husband, and right now, that's calling the whole thing
Oh,
off.
you wouldn't do that.
Yes, I would and will. I'm not having my son marrying a family of raving lunatics. There's got to be one sane person in this house, and it better be your husband.
Don't worry, Ursula. I think everything's going to be all right. Judy's going to...
Talk of the devil.
Huh?
Hello, darling.
Oh, hello. Ah, you must be Mr. Babcock.
Yes, and I'm pleased to meet you.
Likewise.
How's your crutch?
So did I, Mr. Babcock, but it's typical of him to press on in the face of all adversity. That's my Timothy. That's my husband, Timothy Westerby.
Would you mind if I go out and come back in again?
Good idea. Keep moving about, Ronnie.
What? Your fracture.
Oh, on that. That seems to have done the trick.
You take a triple fracture very lightly, Mr. Westerby? Or do I call you Tim?
Well, does it?
Yes, he does.
Now, I've just got one question to ask you, and you'd better make more sense than your cousin did.
Cousin?
He's met your dippy cousin Royston.
Oh, is that good?
Didn't you know he was here?
No.
State. I knew it.
Now, just let me get one thing absolutely straight. When you say my dippy cousin's here...
I mean Royston and Polly.
Oh, that dippy cousin.
How many dippy cousins have you got?
Only Royston. He's just a bit eccentric, that's all.
Well, I want to know what you and your daughter intend to do.
Me and my daughter.
That's Judy.
I know what my daughter is.
Now, look, you're already 15 minutes late. Now, you come to that church, or will me and my lady wife take the first train back to Sydney?
Oh, we wouldn't want them to do that, darling. Would we, darling?
No, darling, we wouldn't, darling.
The private want to know if there is any point in their wedding.
Well, of course there is. Are you and Judy all right now?
Oh, we're fine now. Gerald gave us some of his medicine. Very centric.
Hello, Judy. I hope you'll stay around this time long enough for me to introduce myself.
Yes, I'm sorry about that, Mr. Babcock. I'm fine now.
Good, good. I can see now why my boy Nicholas gave the brush off to all those shields back home.
Thank you.
So let's all get down to the church, then, shall we?
Good idea. Would you like to go on ahead?
No, I'm going to make sure Judy and Father are locked safely in that car.
You mean Daddy's coming?
Yeah, he's made a remarkable recovery.
Well, that's a relief.
You know, that's one of the reasons I was so miserable. Of course it is, darling. Now, should you and I go down together?
No, Judy goes with her dad.
Oh, I think it'd be wiser if she went with me.
I second that.
Talking nonsense, Ursula. The bride always goes with her father.
Too right. Now, Judy, take your father's... There we are, like you said, Mrs. Westerby. One big happy family.
Oh!
dark.
You're in very good company.
Polly! Polly! What the hell is the big cousin Royston again? Get him out of here!
Turn to the right, a little white light will lead you to my blue heaven. Hey, I know that thing. You see a smiling face, a cozy room, a little nest that nestles where the roses bloom. Just Polly and me, two and three, I'm definitely made free. We're happy in my blue heaven. Oh, Darby, don't write him like that anymore.
Sit down, Gerald.
Oh, shut up, Daphne.
Anyone care for a drink?
California, here I come.
I'm gonna phone the church.
What on earth for?
Tell my boy Nicholas to clear off before it's too late.
Well, you must look on the bright side, Mr. Babcock.
The bright side?
Yes, the bright side.
A big finish coming up, Mr. Babcock. A sun
I'm
kissed
calling the whole top right now.
Well, you can't do that.
That's why I
400
can
guests
hardly
waiting at
wait.
the church.
Don't you worry. There's probably a lesbian in the lot.
California, here I come. Open up your golden gate, Lady Barrington, Mr. Babcock, Hotel Manager, Stanley Baldwin, Mrs. Pankhurst, California, here I come.
He's jumped through the window. He's ruined that marquee.
It's all right, I'll ring the doctor.
Timothy, are you all right?
Mr. Babcock, put this stuff together for goodness sake.
Very good. That, but not as good as the Mr. Doodars.
Battery, Tommy, battery.
Darling, you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. I just been speaking to the catering manager. He seems to think we're behind schedule.
Wouldn't you like to come and lie down?
I beg your pardon.
Lady Barrington said lie down, cousin Royston.
Lady who?
It's Barrington.
Who's this?
Come back to Basingstoke.
Basingstoke?
Pants. Short man. Hampshire.
Are you with the caterers? Has someone trouble the cake? Really, darling, we ought to go. Well, otherwise Mr. Babcock will think there's a hit.
I do believe you're normal.
Normal.
Don't check it or something.
Polygon.
Polygon?
She is.
I think today's been too much for you. Oh, I've heard of crying at weddings, but this is ridiculous. It is with the caterers. Who doesn't work in the garden? The bloody tent's fallen down.
It's Mr. Bean.
Mr. Barrington. Mr. Barrington of Perkins Brass. Hello. I'm sorry I didn't pick you up this morning.
Now you keep away from me.
Everything is under control.
Good. Good.
I've got the perfect answer to your bra problem. Perkins can take the flop out of flappers.
Mrs. Westerby, is it time for his pill or something?
No, I don't want a pill. I don't want a pill ever again. I feel a different person.
I think that's your trouble.
Your Perkins girl will be on the buses, underground, up and down the escalators.
Sounds exhausting.
Mr. Babcock isn't interested in that, darling.
Of course he is. Your bra will go round the world.
Mr. Babcock has nothing to do with bras.
I know that. I'm talking about Mr. Babcock. Mr. Babcock. Good heavens, Mr. Babcock. You're soaking wet. Did you swim from Australia? Really, Mr. Babcock?
Probably knows who I am.
Mr. Babcock, it's so nice to meet you after all this time. It really is. You must think me a bit of an idiot. I I know why you're so upset, you know.
You think?
Oh, yes. And Nicholas is your only son. You've come all this way to find yourself surrounded by strange people.
Mr. Babcock isn't feeling that, darling.
He bloody well is!
Look at it this way. You're not losing a son. You're gaining a whole family.
It's the most extraordinary thing. We can't find him any.
Oh, there you are.
You ought to be in bed.
In bed?
Yes, the porter will take you up. Thank you very much. Go on, up you go.
And take Polly and Fred Ginger with you.
Polly, Fred and Ginger.
I'll explain later. Get upstairs now.
But I've got to get to the church for
Listen, as long as I'm manager of this hotel, I give the orders here.
hotel.
I'll explain after the ceremony.
No, Mrs. Westerby. I don't know how I got involved in this madhouse, but if after we drove around the bend, I want to know the exact route I was taking.
Don't you worry, sir.
Don't worry.
Leave it to the drivers, they know the way.
I'm going to get an explanation if it kills me.
Well, I can explain.
Maybe I've had enough to hear with your explanations.
Well, it's just that I'm a little...
Please, I want to talk to your husband.
Go ahead.
Good idea.
I don't want to talk to you. I want to discuss it with him.
Yes, but he's shorter.
What the hell's this got to do with it?
What the hell's his height got to do with it? It's very funny. I like
Someone please get Tippy Cousin Royston out of here.
Who's Dippy Cousin Royston?
Go to Basingstoke!
Why does he keep saying Basingstoke?
Oh, Mr. Basingstoke.
I'm sorry to break this down. You go in the first car, I'll follow with the bride. Gerald, you go and round up Daphne.
Right. I don't want to miss anything. You know you're going to jump off the roof, won't you?
You'll have to forgive Gerald. He's a bit eccentric.
He's eccentric.
Hey, wait a minute. I do believe you're normal.
Shrew!
Of course I'm normal. I've never felt better in the whole of my life. I feel on top of the world. Somehow or other, I've been set free.
I knew it!
Why shouldn't I? I've got everything a man could wish for. Especially you, my darling.
We're a very close family.
It won't only be the youngsters who are honeymooning tonight.
I'll tell you, infidelity in Sydney's in its infancy.
I think Mr. Babcock ought to be told.
Told what?
After the wedding, Bill.
Look, you're bound to be told. Wait a minute, you called him Bill.
That's right.
I am Bill.
I thought your husband's name was Tim.
It is.
Will you be quiet? Is your name Tim Westerby or Bill Westerby?
Neither.
What?
I told you, he's shorter.
Shut up!
Charles, dear, I'm pleased to tell you that this is my husband.
You mean you're married to Dippy Cousin Royston?
Yes.
Who's Dippy Cousin Royston?
I'll explain later.
Right, now let's get to the church. After you, Charles.
No. It was bad enough when I thought you were married to him. I'm not having my grandchildren turn out like this nut. That's nuts. I'm calling the whole thing off right now.
Charles, please.
0343. It's for you, Mr. Babcock. It's your son, Nicholas.
Give me that phone. Now, hello, Nick. It's your father here. Don't ask any questions. Grab your mother, tip the vicar, slide out the side door. You've already left the church. He's no fool. Is your mother with you? Just Judy. Judy who? Westerby!
Judy?
Where are they? She's supposed to be going with me to the church.
They've gone to the where? To the Fulham Registry Office.
Are they eloping?
Yes. Now, I'll be right over. And I only hope I get there before they get to the bit about any just cause or impediment.
Well, I'm not sorry I've lost him for an in-law.
Bill, be a pal. Nip over to the church, see the vicar and the congregation, and tell them there's been a slight hitch.
Well, thanks. What'll I do then? March all 400 of them down to Kensington to the registry office?
No, bring them back here and give them a drink. Just stole them for half an hour.
Great. I'll give them the choice of community singing or a quick knees up in the cemetery.
What time about to drink?
Oh, there isn't time. We've got to get to Fulham and then we've got to get back.
Relax. Carry on like that. You'll give yourself a nervous breakdown.
But your daughter's getting married.
No rush.
Aren't you worried about your speech?
I'm not worried about anything anymore.
Darling,
What?
I feel all wobbly.
You better have another one.
Hey, it's all this practice you've been getting with Polly.
Polly?
I'll tell you about her. In bed tonight.
Ursula, now what are they doing?
Daphne, your memory can't be all that bad.
Ursula, can we please go to the church?
No, there's been a slight change of plan. It's the Fulham Registry Office.
What?
That's where they're getting married.
Oh, Gerald and I aren't going to any registry office.
We'll have to.
We're going to the church.
Well, bride and groom won't be there.
I don't care. I bought this outfit for St. Barnabas.